Let's see. Make sure that everything's coming through the way it's intended. The way that we're hoping that it's coming through. I think it's doing all right. Hold on. There. Hold on. Let's check. Oh, yep. It looks like it's coming through all right. Hold on. Let's check the sound. There. Hold on. Let's check. Oh, yep. It looks like it's coming through all right. Hold on. Let's check the sound. There. Hold on. Let's check. Oh, yep. It looks like it's coming through all right. Hold on. Let's check the sound. There. Okay, it does feel like it's still a little loud. Hold on. Let me turn down the sound real quick. Feels like it's still a little loud on the UI. I've been trying to mess with that in game. I've been trying to find the perfect combination of volume to use. But I've been having a hard time because I want to keep the voice up, but I don't really want the other stuff to go down. So I'll go down a little bit with these because that means they're going to probably be loud. I might turn down the master volume just a tad to maybe 90. That looks like we're doing at least a little bit better. It's going to be a little loud otherwise. It's going to be a little loud otherwise. Okay, we're going to just start a new game. We're going to start a new game. Hopefully it's going to be good for you guys. I hope you guys will enjoy it. And it should be a fun new start. So let's go ahead and new game. So the only time I've made a character only to see how to do character creation, I've not gone into the game whatsoever. So the only thing my loaded game is like on the transportation pad, and it's like it's literally one of the auto characters. So we could actually delete them if we wanted to, but it doesn't really matter. So new game, and we're gonna do tactics because I don't like having any hidden bonuses. I just don't. Never been a fan.
1971. We woke up in a different world, where the Cold War ended along with the Vietnam carnage. All because of the Dome. The Dome. A territory full of anomalous artifacts, phenomena, and organisms. We still don't know what it is. An alien city? Some kind of a testing ground or storage? Whatever it is, no living thing trapped under the Dome can escape it. Yet even this did not stop the research. The major powers created the Cronus Megacorporation to develop and explore the Dome. Its secrets became a lucrative business. The Spire station was built on top of the Dome to export the artifacts and import supplies and personnel. The city of Crystal Sands grew at the foot of the Dome, eventually becoming a major transportation hub. All this required thousands of employees, and there was no shortage of candidates. Romantics, pragmatists, and adventurers of all trades swarmed recruiting centers around the globe, seeking jobs at Cronus. You were one of those people. In 1976, your application was approved, and you went under the Dome towards the future. Whether a good one or a bad one, only time will tell.
Hopefully that was alright. Sound-wise. So I'm going to turn that back down a little bit. We're going to work on it as we go. As we go, we're going to try to find the perfect sound for this. I might be able to turn up the overall sound just a tad. But we're going to make our own character here. We're not going to use... There's custom characters. We're going to go through and do it that way. But we're not going to do that. I think... Do I edit from the... Yeah, I do edit from them as a start. We're going to switch this. There are different wings. And affect your background on different stuff like that. We're going to be doing Silver Wing. We're going to be doing Silver Wing. We got all these different ones here. We can change age. And go here. Head type. I think I'm just going to stick with one. Hair. And then hair color. I think I'll go with that one. It's like dark brown. And I think that's the longest hair we can get. And features. I think that the closest feature of the beard is... There we go. Now we can change this real quick. Now we don't have too many options. I mean, there are options, but there aren't too many. And the ones I came up to are either this one or that one. But considering this one has the beard, the only thing is it has the glasses too. So This one, honestly, I like a little bit better. I'm just gonna say he grew out his beard over time. That's his ID picture, and the beard has grown out. The beard has grown out. So we're gonna change body type. Or not body type, excuse me. We're gonna change. I guess we could go without the beard if we really wanted to. I guess if you are getting sent in, maybe they may not want you to have one. I don't know. Let's see. But I don't know. Let's take away the beard. Where is the beard? Oh, not feature color. We'll look for a second what the different faces are, and if it doesn't look right, we'll just continue on. Well, not features. Sorry, faces is what we want. Head type. This will also give you guys a quick overlook of all the different face types. That's that one versus one. Oh, we can turn this around a little bit. I like that one. 7 looks kind of cool. Kind of like 7. We could go with 7, and that kind of matches the picture pretty closely. I mean, there's a little bit of difference, but it's kind of close. What it look like with the beard. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. All right, we'll go with that. And feature color, we already got all that worked out. Hair, we got that worked out, and it's pretty close to the portrait. Pretty close. I guess like the nose is a little off, but yeah, that's in the scheme of things, that's not that big a deal. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to make it perfect. Well, the only question is, what name do you want to go with? I guess we could also try to make Haida. I didn't think about doing something like that from the other game, or we could go with someone totally new. It's first and last from the looks of it. So let's go ahead and we could also make Grun again. We could make Grun again. The collar's different. I mean, it looks like they're wearing the bluing collar. That looks a lot like it. I can't really tell if other people are wearing their clothes. I don't think anyone is wearing their official clothes anyway, except maybe very few noticeably are wearing any distinguishable one. I mean, some are, but it's hard to tell. Let's go with that. But rather than blue wing, we're going to go with orange wing. We want to go with silver wing. There we go. That's the one we want, and we're going to go for. So we're going to go with a name. What name though? We might go with Grun again. Grun. Let's think. Maybe we could go with a different name. Could always go with maybe Hasturilla or Grun Carcosa? Or Carcassa? Grun Lovecraft? We could do something. How about? Or you could just go with another name. What's another fun one? Oh, we could also do one of what we did from EVE Online. Drummond. Oh, what did we do? We did Drummond. Oh, what was it? Lucassen. I don't know if that will fit. Hold on. Am I spelling that right? Let me make sure I'm spelling that right. Okay, hold on. Let's go with that. Hold on. I might be able to paste that right in. There we go. Drummond Lucassen. We could. And that's a mouthful of a name. That's a mouthful of a name. I mean, he has management, so I guess he could force people to call him by his full name. Drummond Lucassen. Two friends call him Drum. I'll go with that. We'll go with Drummond Lucassen. Okay, and we got everything else worked out. Let's go ahead. There's a lot more we got to go further on, so Let's not hold up too long. Different attributes, everything like that. So after selecting your wing, attributes will be distributed automatically. Selecting your wing specialization, but you can also redistribute them. Okay, thank you for letting us know. Oh, we had low intelligence dialogue. We could do that, but I'm going to go drop everything to 1 to kind of show you guys what everything will do as I go along. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, and one thing I did look up is one thing I did also make a character just to get into the game for was also to see what perks there were. And that is a thing that we need to be aware of. We're going to go for 10 psych, but we'll drop it to 1 for right now. So we're definitely going for 10 this, but I'm really considering doing something like this. Because there is a perk that gives you 1 in everything. Like that. So there's a perk that gives you 1 in everything, which would make our psyche go up to 11. So it would be literally just to push psych up further. Further beyond where it is. And that would also put everything at 6. And there's a lot of perks that the breakpoint is 6. Like I think Psychonaut for Guts is 6 Guts. Which also can boost Psyche. But you only need 6 to do it. So there's a lot of options we can go with this here. Now, one other thing I was thinking of doing. Let's go ahead and click this here. We definitely want to go psionics. The game recommends 1 psionic, not 1 psionics, but 1 in one of these and 2 in these. Some people have said light weapons also is something that you might want to pay attention to psionics, but I couldn't say. I really couldn't say, but either way. So we could do survival is one possibility because we could get things like, all this other stuff. It would kind of help us survive a little bit. But one of the ones I feel like are obvious is influence and medicine because I want to have companions. I want to be able to use the companions, and you're about to see why. Particularly, I want to go with that idea. There's some fun perks like Dark Lord was always fun, Bossy was always fun. Both those look really cool, and I noticed that this gave charisma. I was like, oh gosh, that's kind of interesting. That might be something I want to focus on. But then I noticed, where is it? Prodigy. Prodigy gives us 4 stats, which means that we can go back here and we can go, you know what? I don't really want to have 9 brains. Don't really care about having 9 brains. I could go to 3 so I don't get the bag of hammers thing. I could go 2 up in charisma. So I have the same amount as if I did the other one, right? So 7. And then I'm going to get 4 from my perk. So that's going to take that up to 7. I'll still have enough to do the other perk. Or my trait gets this to 7, then the perk will get this to 8, and this to 8. So I'll have 6 everything, 2 8s, and a 11. So that's my idea. It's just boost my stat concept. There are probably other ways you can do it, because there's other things in other trees, like this boosts your deftness. There's another one. This boosts your guts. Genie you get 154. Let's see. This boosts your... But the thing is, those are so late. I don't feel like planning for that. And I feel like I don't think I could really do them all. And some of them, as you can see, have very specific situations they can do. That even gives you an attack at the end. But yeah, there's other things you can get. Like that one, actually, you can get if you have the bag of hammers. That we'll get intimidation once we get muscle 6. Brain 6 we'll get pretty much off by the start. Because we'll start with the trait. And then, there's all this stuff that'll come in handy. Too. So we won't unfortunately start with 60. As far as I know. We might end up getting 60 from after my trait. Or after some stuff is applied. Great, your character's almost complete. Okay, so that's my idea. That's my plan. that is my plan. Is we are going to fight with psionics. We're going to go straight up psychonaut on people. And we're gonna just jump right into it. I don't want to take too much time. And we're already about 15 minutes in. And I don't want to take too much of that time. Just kind of going over everything. So we'll go ahead and start the game. Okay, so interacting with characters, value dialogue pops up. Okay, so I want to actually talk to some of these people. Talk 3. 3 action points? Is that what it is? Let's talk to... That guy looks like he's talking to us. I'm not sure. Let's talk to... Who can we talk to? Let's talk to Monty.
A guy wearing thick spectacles thrusts out a sweaty hand.
Monty James, Silverwing.
I want to actually test the sound on that real quick. Let's talk to Monty.
A guy wearing thick spectacles thrusts out a sweaty hand.
Monty James. So
yeah, that actually seems like it's not too bad. Okay, so we're just a little bit louder, which is good. Barter, bribe, continue.
He glances down at your badge.
Ah, it's you. I found your file extremely interesting. And your CV, wonderful. When I had the opportunity to look over the files of my future colleagues, I couldn't resist. I don't want to sound boastful, but silver level clearance has its advantages.
Monty winks.
Oh, hey, we're coworkers. So we talked to that coworker. Okay, say that since you're silver, you would like to review the other employees' files. Okay.
James spreads his arms regretfully.
You misunderstood. I don't carry the physical copies with me, but I did get a chance to familiarize myself with them. Ask away.
Oh, perfect. We asked the right guy first. Thanks, Monty. Let's give us the lowdown on everybody. Ask about the White Wing employee.
Monty presses his plump hands to his chest, as if in prayer.
Tomoko Kimura from Osaka, a physiologist. She's young, but already has a PhD.
James moves so close, his lips are all but brushing your ear.
Just between you, me, and that lamppost, Kimura has an older sister, Ayaki. She's currently in jail, and Tomoko herself spent 2 years in prison. But that is strictly classified.
Wonder if I can click that. Nope. Nope, can't click that. Okay, Blue Wing employee, next.
The silver smiles and pats the blue on the shoulder. As the man turns to him, Monty raises his fist in some kind of a weird salute.
Gagarin, Sputnik, Cosmos, Mir, Druzhba, Krasen, SSSR.
He says in Russian. The blue's mustache twitches and his face wrinkles with a beaming smile.
Comrade Patanin is from the Soviet Union. He's a highly qualified construction engineer. Took part in planning the Spire. He's no spy. Supposedly.
Monty explains, turning to you.
Just calling him maybe potentially a spy in front of his face. Since the discovery of the dome, it has been explored the international project. 7 countries participating in the first expedition. Those numbers now increased according to the most recent data. Citizens have more than 40 different countries reside under the dome today. Okay. And then Spire. The transit system built around wait, hold on a second. Oh no! Hold on. Once we're done talking with them, I gotta see if I boosted my charisma, or we just left stats on the table. If not, we can skip through this again. Took part in planning the Spire. Okay. Transit station built around the aperture at the top of the dome. Relics moved up there. Castles with new employees. Food and... Okay, this is upon it. Okay, ask him about the Black Wing employee.
Elsa Olofsson, police captain, City of Stockholm. Former captain, to be precise. Dismissed from service because of a conflicting article. Yeah, conflicting. Let's call it that.
The silver says in hushed tones. The black gives him an unpleasant look, but says nothing.
Ask him about the Orange Wing employee.
This is,
Monty adjusts his glasses and peers closely at the orange's badge.
Quentin Bisley. Grand Theft Auto 3 times and 1 B&E. He was about to go down for 12 years, so he filed for the Clean Slate program. And look at that. They accepted him right away.
The silver shakes his head in disapproval and perplexity.
Okay, the Cronus Clean Slate program Clean Slate social program is active worldwide. Its goal is to give convicts a chance to start a new life under the dome. To participate in the program, the candidate must file an application and fill out the special form, which is sent to the Founder's Human Resource Department. The Foundation's Human Resources Department. Selected candidates are accepted to the organization's Orange Wing and transferred to the dome. According to the most recent statistics, Clean Slate applications are accepted 92.4% of cases. Exceptions are assessed individually. Okay. Ask Monty about himself.
Sorry, classified.
Monty laughs. He's plainly flattered by your question.
Harvard. Then I worked in the economics department at Supercolor. They produced a special television model for commuter buses. Did you know that? That was my research.
Supercolor, the international dome marketplace, from food, clothing to weapon and cars, is divided amongst several dozen corporations who signed the Cronus contracts. Despite being no more than 35,000 people living in Cronus facilities, it is very promising, constantly growing market, bringing up corporations billions of dollars annually. Okay.
What else? Well, I like sports. Water aerobics is a sport, isn't it? I don't smoke and never eat after 6 p.m. Just saying, these kinds of things aren't in the file.
So saying, Monty abruptly falls silent.
Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at take a quick look at my statistics. I should have, if I remember correctly, 7 charisma. We might have to go back. Hopefully not. Hopefully I remembered. Charisma 8. Oh yeah, we'll have more than that. We'll have more charisma than that actually, because of the because I didn't think about it. I get 1 from the class, so I'll actually have more than. I'll actually have more. That's good to me. I don't care. More extra charisma is probably good for us anyway. We'll have brains as a secondary statistic here. Ooh, oh, yeah, activate stealth too. So brains is kind of a secondary statistic. Both these together make medicine anyway. So when that goes up, it'll go up to 9. We'll actually almost have 10 charisma. We'll have 9 charisma. Hopefully that is the minimum needed for most things. If 10 is like a break point, then that's going to be an issue. But hey, there might be something that can raise it 1 temporarily, and then we could basically reach 10 in every situation. So, not the worst possible thing. And the perks that I'm thinking of, specifically this one. Oh, there's that one there, but not the one I'm specifically looking for. It is, see how most of them are 6. That one's Fortune 8. Can't really do anything about that. And we're not really dealing with guns anyway, so it's not a big a deal. Can't really do anything about that either. Double negative. That's kind of a funny one. Discount. Hold on. Where is the one I'm looking for? There's a lot where the breakpoint is 6. Where is it? There's some stuff you can get from having really low muscle. Self-improvement, all the least developed attributes compared to the rest get +1, which is pretty cool because that would basically give us, because we're gonna have, because it's every single one, right? So if we have a ton of 5s and we just got a boost, we're gonna get another boost. I mean, we're not maybe totally optimal because we didn't just let science stay better, but I kind of want to make sure I have good charisma. So I'm not hurting too much from that. I don't really care too much about that being the case. We won't totally come out optimized. It's also Savant. What does that do? For if you have less than that. Where is the one I was looking for? There's also Team Mascot, which is a fun one, which we could do. Yeah, I can't seem to find the one I was looking for. I have Levi Example. Unfortunately, 10 charisma. But that's after you do a critical hit, and I don't really know if that's going to be our thing. But hey, hold on. There might also be something that will boost our highest stat. Or charisma a little bit. There's self-improvement, so there probably is. Intensive training. No. Well, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff here. Reloading weapon doesn't cost AP. There's a whole thing about. There's also loner. I'm not going to take a loner. A lot of people recommend loner, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Renaissance person. There we go. It was right at the top. I skipped right over. I looked at Psychonaut and skipped right over Renaissance person. Everything will get 1, which is amazing. So if everything can get 1, and if there's anything in here that can boost a something by 1 point, even if it's just one thing by 1 point, we can get to 10. which unfortunately might not be the case. But hey, we can get to 9. Which is cool. So we're going to talk to closest people to us
The
first.
orange is dressed in a new jumpsuit. The shiny badge on his chest reads, Quentin Bisley, laborer. He's side-eyeing the screen skeptically. Despite his tired, grim expression, his gaze is open and friendly. However, the general impression is unmistakable. There's something frightening about Bisley.
Ask him how he ended up in prison, or ask how about the bracelets on his wrist. Let's ask him how. Let's ask him how he ended up in prison.
The orange's face stretches into a broad smile, baring his dentures to the world.
Like everyone, duh. In a black car, under guard. There's other guys, too. The ones who go through the front door.
He nods at the black-winged woman beside him. Her nose wrinkles in displeasure, but she says nothing.
Okay. Ask him about the bracelets on the wrist, on his wrist.
Quentin raises his hands to examine the devices.
They call them humane handcuffs. How about that? Truth is, there ain't nothing humane about them. They zap you real hard the moment you get your hands on a gun. But they sure look nice.
Bisley lowers his hands again and smirks.
Okay. Let's go ahead and talk to Elsa Olafsson.
A tall woman is watching an ad playing on the monitor, arms crossed. The polished to a shine badge on her black overalls reads, Elsa Olafsson, Security Service.
Okay, continue.
She glances at you and offers her hand in a businesslike manner.
Greetings. Please take all necessary precautions. By that I mean, don't turn your back on him.
Elsa nods at the orange.
Say there's no need to keep the orange handcuffed, okay?
Elsa's eyes spark angrily.
Are you saying you will take full responsibility for the possible consequences of that order? Was that a nod? Does that mean yes?
Olafsson turns to the orange, produces a key, and unlocks his cuffs in
Woo!
a smooth, well-practiced motion.
Okay.
Olafsson eyes your silvery jumpsuit and snorts.
Really? I thought you'd be the one to tell me about it. After all, your department has access to all the orders and personal files.
Her gaze shifts to the silver standing opposite and then back to you before she turns indignantly to the window.
Alright. Good thing to keep in mind. Talk to Igor Potinin?
A man with a mustache and a blue jumpsuit is standing at the window, studying the construction site below through the occasional break in the clouds. His badge reads Igor Patan, planner. The blue taps on the glass with one finger and gestures you to come and take a look. Seems like he doesn't speak English.
Influence.
Using sign language, mimicry, and all of your artistic talent, you're able to communicate with the planner.
Oh, I haven't been reading. I may have missed this. The ability to connect. Okay, we already know that.
Once he's sure you're watching, Patanin points up in the direction of Spire Station, from which you departed a few minutes ago.
The transit station built around the aperture at the top. Relics moved to. Okay, we already know about that.
He sketches the outline of the station on a broad, foggy section of glass. Once he's finished, the blue turns to you with a delighted expression.
Ask about him about the station's dimensions.
The blue begins to mark up his diagram with a series of footnotes and numbers. Turns out the station's ring diameter is a bit more than 1,500 meters. Its height above the dome is 317 meters. And the total height of the spire, including the loading docks, is nearly 720 meters.
Oh boy, big place. Ask about how the station functions.
With a series of confident strokes, the planner delineates the capsule's movement scheme, drivetrain, and massive hydraulic brakes on the glass.
Question about the purpose of the station?
This time, Igor is quite laconic. He pauses, then confidently writes cargo and personnel in block letters, and draws an arrow pointing downward.
Continue.
Beside it, he writes relics and draws an arrow pointing up. His R is turned back to front.
All right, thank you, Potenin. Thank you, Potenin, for the lecture.
The engineer stops you with a gesture, and after rummaging through his pockets, offers you a small candy. There is a picture of a crayfish on the white wrapper. Is this candy crayfish flavored?
do we eat it? No, we'll be trying to be nice to him. Thank you, and put the candy in our mouth.
It's surprisingly spongy and tooth-achingly sweet. You can only wonder what it has to do with crayfish.
Oh, various such as eating food or taking medicines impose certain status effects. Oh, what did we get? I don't know. Are we just less hungry? Maybe. I can't tell. Couldn't tell you honestly. Wait, do we have a status effect on? I may have missed it. New tip on the status effects. Okay, so let's talk to this guy one more time because
Bisley is bopping his head from side to side as if in time with a melody only he can hear.
What?
He asks, continuing to shake his head.
okay, never mind. Let's go over here. Tomoko Kimura, let's talk to her. I guess I could have done all 4 in stats. Done the one thing of where it boosts everything up to 5. And then done the 5 one, Renaissance Man. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so talk to Tomoko Kimura.
The thin, pale young woman is sitting at the window, leaning against the illuminator. The glass is slightly fogged with her breath. She turns to you. Her shiny badge reads Tomoko Kimura, physiologist.
We've crossed the border. No way back now. Even traveling by the funicular wasn't so thrilling.
The white presses small hands to her blushing cheeks.
So research. I was missing kind of like those things. So the cities of Crystal Sand, standing at the foot of the dome and Spire Station, are connected to the line of the passenger to freight funicular. Specifically equipped cabins plied along the line laid directly above the surface of the dome, transporting Cronus Foundation employees and cargo. Okay, kind of cool. Let's go ahead and keep going.
You were thinking, why have no children been born under the dome? I've got a working hypothesis, but I'm not ready to share it yet.
She says softly, as if answering a question you didn't ask.
Ask if she's seen the dark stain on the outer surface of the dome.
Kimura peers through the glass in the direction you indicate.
Oh, that's the aircraft that crashed into the dome during the first expedition. I believe that's a wing fragment, and there's some white canvas. What do you think that is? Maybe a parachute?
The white shakes her head, bewildered.
I just can't believe it. It's all true. We're on our way to meet the future.
Okay, ask what she meant by we crossed the border.
Kimura shoots you a surprised look.
You're familiar with the details of the briefing, right? To put it simply, the dome is a selectively permeable environment.
Okay. The dome was a famous and ambitious creation of the forefathers, indestructible and semi-impervious to living matter. The dome covers 30,000 square kilometers of desert. Oh gosh.
The white draws an invisible hemisphere in the air.
Inorganic objects may exit the dome without difficulty, but any living creature dies if transported back to the outside world. That's why we're all stuck here for an indefinite period of time.
The dome is characterized by selective permeability. Cargo and personnel are moved inside the aperture at the apex of the dome. Damaged equipment, dangerous waste, and relics exit this way as well. As for living beings, any attempt to leave the dome ends in death. Okay, it's a one-way trip. This trip is a one-way ticket, but that doesn't stop the daredevils. Answer 9. Okay, we can't do science. Wonder aloud why things happen that way.
Kimura is eyeing the dome's mesh, glittering in the sunlight.
Supposedly, it's something to do with the atmospheric composition, but it's a weak theory. The difference of the air within the dome is so insignificant as to fall within the margin of error. Or to put it more simply, there is no difference.
She shoots a quick glance at the silver and lowers her voice.
I heard a rumor, or a conspiracy theory, that we can leave the dome at any time. We've simply been told we can't. If you ever decide to test this hypothesis, don't forget to leave me something in your will.
Okay. So I guess we talked to everyone, right? I think we talked to everybody. Oh, we should talk to him again. Did we talk to him?
Bisley is bopping his head from side to side.
What?
Yeah, we did, but it didn't seem to change anything about the built-in monitors, porthole door. Let's look. Let's look at the monitor.
Kronos Foundation presents gleaming, futuristic, state-of-the-art cities straight from the pages of
Can I zoom in?
science fiction. Well-paid, safe employment, career advancement opportunities, and a world-class social safety net. Noble and intellectually stimulating.
Okay, it's an ad.
In state-of-the-art laboratories, we're thrilled to welcome you to the Dome. Please hold on to the handrail and prepare for landing.
Okay, let's go look at the window.
Stopping by the door's porthole, you watch as the ground slowly approaches. It looks brown-black through the tinted glass and smoky blue at the horizon. It almost seems like the clouds are pulling apart there. You can discern the regular pattern of a settlement in the mists, hanging over the northern section. If this is the city, it's nowhere near as miraculous as the brochure. Just a few concrete buildings surrounded by sheds. It resembles the hab pods of a space colony in a sci-fi film. Yet, the scale is impressive. In only 5 years, a small civilization has arisen from these bleak sands to tackle mankind's greatest project.
City. Let's see. Kronos advertising brochures saying of a real oasis in the middle of the desert, the largest human settlement under the dome. A cozy center of civilization away from home. As a result, the project turned out to be unrealistic. Its deadlines were protracted, and the budget was bloated and partially plundered. Okay.
The blues and oranges did their share of the physical labor, but the main credit belongs to the brilliant administrators from Silverwing. At least, that's what you were told during the pre-departure briefing.
So Blue Wing, which is the engineering and technical core, and Orange is handyman cleaner. Test subjects provide second chance for former prisoners. Okay, Silver Wing, and that's the administrative and bureaucratic group. Okay, cool.
Just as you're about to move away from the window, you notice a whirlwind beginning to form above the ochre plain. The gathering storm drifts unhurriedly above the desert, a crown of green lightning flashing at its core. Clearly no ordinary weather phenomenon. It must be one of those anomalies. You freeze by the window, unable to avert your gaze.
Standing on your tiptoes, make out other buildings below. Stay that way until landing. Stay on where you are, trying to see if you can spot the mysterious forefather structure until landing. Or join the other group members. Let's join the other group members. Oh no, it just takes me back.
You return to the window. A whirlwind is spinning slowly in the distance, dragging the reluctant clouds into its colossal funnel. The payload capsule shudders slightly.
Watch the whirlwind. How about... Let's watch the whirlwind.
The outlines of the landing site, blurred by clouds of dust, appear behind the greenish glass of the porthole. The capsule shudders as the braking devices engage.
This is the end of the Cold War. The world's economy now revolves around the dome and the study of its technologies, an effort shared by many nations. Both capitalists and socialists, the world can rest easy. There will be no nuclear apocalypse, only collaboration in the interest of all mankind. Pravda newspaper article. Okay. Okay, so we've landed. We've landed. Okay, let's move that over. Go ahead, use the door. Crayfish candy. Oh, that was it. Okay, give us more initiative. Oh, we can talk to people before they go in. In case you can rotate the camera. Okay, proceed. Let's talk to the furthest along ones before they get there.
Not now.
Here, let's see.
Not now.
No, nobody wants to talk. Okay. Oh, they're all talking about Kronos back there. Say what you want about Kronos, but they really pay people who get the job done. Okay.
Come here. Come on now, or you'll miss everything.
A cheerful man in a white lab coat grabs you by the sleeve.
Okay, continue.
A badge reading Ludovico Nuzzi, scientific analyst, export department, dangles loosely on his clean uniform, which still smells pungently of washing powder.
Continue.
Look over there.
He points upward with a sharp, wide gesture and hands you his field binoculars.
Take the binoculars to look where he's pointing. Refuse the binoculars. No, we're gonna ask him. Let's see. Ask him what scientific
The
analyst.
scientist looks blankly at you, then down at his lab coat.
Ah, this? This?
He lets out a blaring laugh. Ludovico points at the building behind him.
I work in Concord Station, categorizing relics. My job is to classify them by rarity. Then the blues package them, silvers issue the documentation, and oranges move them to the cargo capsule. Just like the one you arrived in.
Nuzzi points upward.
Then the capsule takes the relics way up there, all the way to the spire, then to Crystal Sands by the funicular. They get auctioned off and turned into money. It's not like I endorse this, but we all like ourselves a good paycheck, right?
Okay, the spire. We already saw that. Crystal Sands at the foot of the dome. Yeah. And there we go. The funicular. Standing at the foot of the dome, spire station connected by lines of passenger freight. Oh, I may have read that too. Okay, so.
He offers you his binoculars once again.
Do you want to have a look at the spire? It's amazing. But then you can look at the spire anytime. Now that sandstorm, that's what's truly amazing.
Take the binocular and look where he's pointing
You
at.
raise the binoculars to your eyes. Under fourfold magnification, the whirling cloud above the rust-colored plains looks even stranger. Its core glows with flickering green light and flashes rhythmically, and that rhythm seems to form a complicated pattern.
That is like not a good thing, right? If you're in a dome and like its own weather system is forming, I don't know about you. I don't know about anyone out there, but that's like a warning sign. That's not a good thing normally. That doesn't look like a sandstorm.
Nuzzi bends close to your ear.
Fascinating. Do you want me to bring some filters? If we intercept the red and blue spectrums, we'll see something amazing. It's like a signal, some kind of message.
Ask him what is precisely you're looking at. Yeah.
I don't know.
Ludovico laughs unnervingly and snatches the binoculars from your hands. With the binoculars raised to his eyes, he minutely adjusts the focus.
It's a massive whirlwind north of Concord. Not merely some desert sandstorm. That's an anomaly. I hope it lasts long enough for me to make a proper observation.
Okay, I'm gonna gotta
Nuzzi
go.
looks from you to the capsule and to the landing terminal entrance. He flings his arms up.
Oh, mi scusi. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You'd better get going or you'll be late for check-in. Your colleagues are already inside, and the storm is growing stronger. Yeah, the storm is growing stronger.
The white mutters in fascination, eyes glued to his binoculars, which is fixed on the spinning whirl of clouds.
All right, so let's go. Oh no, they waited for me politely. Ruth Lautner. Oh, I can look at the names. I went to Miss Nguyen then. Uh-oh. Something happened to somebody. Story's coming in stronger for reals. Okay. Let's see. Whatever these fantasists call the dome, an alien colony ship, a gift to humanity from another world, the remnants of Atlantis, a prison for dark forces, a magical laboratory of the ancient Egyptians. Personally, I think the definition doesn't matter. What we've got, what we're going to do with it, that's the matter. Okay, Universal Talk broadcast. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Throughout the game, you perform various tasks. Okay, life under the dome, task. Okay, Elki. So we can just bring out newcomer messages, self-defense kit. Ooh, MISC. Got a bunch of stuff. Talk to quests, status effects, conversation, wings, all that stuff. Alright, and quests we have my story. We accepted the silver wing, okay. Let's see how we're doing. Statistically. Let's see how we're doing statistically. So if we plan it out, I think we could get something really cool going on. Instantly gain the next level. It's an interesting one. Vulnerability basically affects how quickly you level up. So it's important. Don't immediately ignore it. Reputation for all wings. My gosh. Really, the way of potatoes. Random attribute +3 when eating a potato for having low brains. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, I gotta say. Prompt, savant, avenger, ghost. There's all kinds of stuff. Opportunist, action hero. If you don't have companions, get a bunch of stuff. Team mascot boosts everyone's luck and everything. Attack reroll. While the DM is not looking. Oh, that's we'll call it a little bit of a joke toward tabletop games. I don't know if our attacks can even do critical hits. If what do we call attacks? Psionic attacks can even do critical hits. Speaking of, I don't even know that's a thing that they can do. So it might not be that big a deal. There's all kinds of stuff. Sunchild. But yeah, probably we could also... The voice. Psyche -2. Oh, that's interesting for having really low psyche. 70% chance to skip around due to terror? My gosh, what? That's a huge chance to just not be able to do anything. Oh my gosh. It's terrible. Alright, I don't wanna focus too much on that. But there's opportunities there. You know, like stop and think. What's that? Stop and think. Lead by example. Unfortunately, we won't probably be able to get. Self-improvement is going to mostly focus on our least developed stuff, not our most. Alright. Use door. Let's go on through. So the young blue is studying a communication schematic and is serious or is it curious? Curious or serious? All right, bundle of wires and is hanging from an open fuse box nearby. He smells strongly of cheap cigarettes. His shiny badge says Tuyen Yuen, communications engineer.
I'm listening.
He looks away from his screen, offering you a hand. Ask what he's doing. Ask about his opinion. What is he doing? Trying to calculate the optimal route for telecommunication tables. These cables connect to the entire dome. Here at Concord, they form a hub and run up to the entire spire. This cable is the only thing connecting the domes to civilization. Okay. Blue Wing, can't say this one or that. Say you don't see the point of his complaint. Cronus has created an impressive communication system indeed. Oh, there we go. Therefore, my mission is to ensure a stable connection and a secure line, which is impossible without proper documentation. The way they're doing it here is a shame. A person could do time for that back where I come from. Ask for his opinion. Ask why it's a shame. Ask about what about it is a shame in his opinion. The cables are laid improperly. Various factors are negatively affecting the signal strength. Wild animals damage the equipment as well. With a developed professional culture and quality control system, most of these problems could be solved in short order. That's what animals he's talking about. They don't tell you about. They don't tell you new ones much. I suppose it's because of some security order. But in my opinion, the whole thing reeks of sabotage. In my theory, some silver should be imprisoned for that. Sorry, I got distracted. What you were asking about the animals? Whoppers, huge bald screws. Or shrews? Very unpleasant creatures. Can I ask about anything else? Ask his opinion about Concord. The idea itself is impressive, but the execution suffers some failures. It's obvious the system is obsolete and cannot support such a grand scale of projects. Okay. So, say you learned everything you wanted to know, and okay. UN bids you farewell with a firm handshake. Thank you for understanding. I am not used to getting distracted and sloppy, especially on such an important issue. He returns calculations on his screen.
Have a good one.
Oh, we got a list of a vending machine with a whole bunch of drinks. That's kind of neat. Could buy soda, all that kind of stuff. I don't want to spend my money until I know what I'm doing.
Just right.
I do think we have to eat and drink, don't
With
we?
luck like yours, I wouldn't spend any money on the lottery.
A silver wearing thick spectacles. Okay, we already know about this guy. He's got a large suitcase rested at his feet. A leaflet about the dome perched on top.
Hi there.
Say you're not ready to answer that question. Oh, wait, how are you? Oh, sorry. Ah, it's you. How do you like it inside the dome? Say you're not interested. You're not ready to answer that question yet. Not enough time has passed for you to form a clear impression. Say that you expected something more. Say it's fascinating and miraculous. Okay, let's say we're not ready to answer that. He goes, stares at his moodily his case. My first impression is unfortunately not very positive. They forgot to add my name to the new crew manifest. Can you imagine? Offer to try to register him at the terminal. Are you for real? That'd be incredibly kind of you. Okay. Maybe my optimism about this place and working here was justified after all. You evidently cheered him up quite a lot.
Have a good one.
Okay. There's a terminal then. That means there is a terminal. Okay, talk to Dean Rehet.
Hello, come up to the desk.
A tall receptionist watches you from behind his desk with a bored, haughty look. He waves impatiently at you to approach. Noticing your silvery uniform, he offers up his best artificial smile.
Welcome. My name's Dean Rehet. It's my job to help our new employees settle in. Please wait a moment or two while I register you.
The administrator slaps himself on the forehead.
Ah, I almost forgot the regulation pre-registration greeting. Just a second.
Rehet produces a reel-to-reel tape recorder from beneath the desk, rewinds the tape to the beginning, and presses play. The speakers explode with a harsh, crackling sound, over which the tick-tick of a metronome slowly grows louder. Solemn music begins to play, and the administrator's face takes on a serious expression.
Dear employee, on behalf of the Cronus Foundation, I, Administrator Dean Rehet, welcome you to your new life under the dome.
The administrator clears his throat and continues.
By joining our company, you choose the path of science and progress. You are among mankind's best, and we ask that you live up to this.
Dean squints down at the monitor.
Deserve this title. Do your job honestly. Obey the law. Respect your colleagues and...
The music fades, and the administrator finishes his speech.
And together we will build the best possible future for all mankind.
Dean puts the tape recorder away.
Now that we're done with the official greeting, I'll register you and upgrade your Selectron. Okay?
Electronic ID key. Okay. Electronic ID embedded in a Selectron grants ID to access you when. Okay, based on certain areas depending on your wing and rank. Okay. Say that you're ready to begin the registration. Or look around. Ask him about what you should do after registration. How about that?
The administrator smiles reassuringly.
Don't worry, my friend. As soon as we wrap up the registration process, I'll tell you what to do next.
Dean taps his pen on the desk to get your attention.
Time is money, my friend. Please keep your mind on what we're doing until I get you registered.
Dean's hands hover over the keyboard. He gives you a nod.
Pass him a note. Would you written out your information in advance? Dictate your information to him. Enter your data into the terminal on your own. Ooh. Let's do that one.
You squeeze into the narrow window, lean over the reception desk, and key your data into the database. After entering Proceed, you return to your seat. Dean mutters discontentedly to himself as he moves back to his terminal. Rehet scans the computer screen.
So your position in the waiting list was 63,784. You've been assigned to Magellan Station. A special bus will bring you there after a series of briefings. Please pass me your Selectron so I can update the firmware.
Okay. So
Dean snaps the docking port of your pass to a recess in the casing of his computer. The administrator returns your Selectron.
So, colleague, you now have first-level clearance, which gives you access to the archives on the administrative level, the warehouses, and basically everywhere else except the secure facilities. You also have admin privileges at most terminals.
Dean continues.
All new employees have a short list of tasks to perform on arrival. Do you want to hear all the details or just the short version?
Let's ask for the detailed. Let's go on for the big one. We'll really make him have to work for it.
Rayhet nods and points at the ceiling.
First, you need a set of combat gear. Talk to Sidney Maynard. He'll give you everything.
Dean extends his second finger.
Second, weapons. Ms. Margarita Takachenko is the clerk at the armory. After she dispenses your firearm, you'll need to head to the training zone for a brief weapons handling exam.
The administrator straightens his third finger.
According to the latest regulations, all employees must attend a briefing on psi abilities. Apply to instructor Andrei Mihai.
So this is going to be our thing here. Psi energy and psi abilities became a serious matter of discussion soon after the first experience with the Fourth Father's technologies. According to the official data today, there are more than 78.4% of people under the dome exhibit psi abilities of various intensities that allow one to use tele and pyrokinetic abilities and kinetics to influence the interlocutor in one way or another. Fortunately, most of these abilities are weak. Scientists have found a way to found that the presence of these abilities for the presence of these abilities, as well for the ability to apply them or feel their use by others, a special characteristic of the body named psych is responsible. That's probably why walking out of the dome kills. That's my guess, at least. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Dean extends his fourth finger and looks at you meaningfully.
Did I tell you about the combat and tactical training? The fourth step is to visit instructor Winston Botherby.
Okay.
And finally, science is the overarching purpose behind everything we do here. Go to Professor Van Ulden to learn how to study relics, avoid anomalies, and catalog scientific knowledge. This training is mandatory for all wings, not just White.
Dean finishes. Dean catches himself.
Oh, and when you're done with your trainings, proceed to the waiting room. From there, you'll travel to Magellan by bus.
Say that everything's crystal clear and leave.
The administrator looks up at you again.
That is all.
He reaches for the tape recorder, but thinks better of it.
Protocol calls for a little welcoming preamble, but dash it all, that's nonsense. Welcome to Concord Station.
As he's about to turn away, Dean suddenly remembers something.
Oh yes, I sent your mail to your Kairos. Check your new messages.
Kairos. Okay,
well,
it is Kairos.
That's all, I think.
Okay, let's see. We got messages. Let's talk to him again.
Dean looks up from his screen and gives you a perfunctory smile.
Oh no. How is this to register him? He wanted me to register him at the terminal. But the terminal is in here. Oh gosh, isn't it? Open with silver. Am I gonna get hurt for this? You know what, we're gonna just go in. I can just go in here. I guess we have silver wing. Use terminal. Okay, let's go stealth. Okay, proceed. Can I help my buddy out? Is this how I have to do it?
Attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage,
Access denied. Hold on. That's not a problem, is it? Over there? So let's go ahead and read this. Staff schedule. This paper is creased. Okay. Not going to read that quite yet. I want to go ahead and use the tape recorder. Oh, it's rewinding the tape. You can just search a bunch of the stuff. Oh, take it all. It's hacking. We can hack. Take all. Gain for experience. Take all. We can find. Okay, let's go. We can use this terminal too. Throughout the game, you can see terminals to interact with. If you accidentally or unintentionally kill one of the... Wait, if you accidentally or unintentionally kill one of the main characters, then information on how to progress further in the game can almost always be found on a terminal. Okay. Apparently that's a thing. Cronus logo on the terminal is strobing an alarm orange. Message below says network connection unavailable. Establish, reboot, give the housing a cautious punch. Establish a connection manually or reboot the terminal. How about that? Error connection setup. Okay, give it the connection manually. How about that? Give it a cautious punch. Nothing happens. So nothing worked. And he does not want us to mess with it anymore, but you know what? Connection manually? Nope. I wonder if I keep doing that. I would just beat this computer up. That's right. Okay, he doesn't care anymore. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's see what happens if I stealth. Oh, I'm in sight. What are you sneaking around here for? Okay. There we go. Access denied. Hacking, use terminal, examine. Okay, I can examine a terminal. Let's hack it. With my bare hands! No, with required score. Oh man. Requirements 15 hacking. Sufficient ability score. Oh buddy, I don't know if I'm gonna search file of papers. Don't think I'm gonna be able to help him out. He might be in some trouble. Stand up. Okay, let's go out here and talk to him.
Mr. Rayhead? See ya.
How am I going to be able to do this? I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to get him to put him into the terminal.
Dean looks up from his screen. Dean leans.
Okay, no. Turnstile doors? I should be able to come back. Maybe I just have to do something special. But we're here. We got past the intro. I might go back and test and change a few things if I look up and see how certain things work. So thank you guys. I had a really fun time. This is a really fun one. Fun one to do. And hopefully you guys want to see me come back and play this a little more later. So see you guys. Have a great one. Bye!